What's up, guys? This is Mark with the Mic, and this is another The Wrestling Babble podcast by Cyclone Inc. I'm Mark with the Mic. I'm joined by Louis Beans.
What is up?
Happy Independence Day. Well, that was yesterday, so happy July 5th. I don't know what's July 5th, so is your birthday July 5th? Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Somehow, some way, I feel like I know someone that's July 5th, so whoever you are, happy birthday.
Nice.
Because I know, like, a good 75% of the days in July, I know someone with a birthday.
Oh, okay.
Including my birthday.
Cool.
And
Where you at, Mark? When's your birthday?
Mine is July 14th.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I have a niece that's the 18th.
Mm-hmm.
I have a sister that's the 13th. I have a cousin that's the 12th. I have a cousin that's the 17th. I have a cousin that's the 11th. And I have my great nephew. He's the 20th.
Okay. Awesome.
It's a lot of birthdays. And there's more. I just don't want to get into it. Anyway, this is the Wrestling Babble podcast. This is everything of pro wrestling and wrestling in general. Brought to you by Cyclone Inc. Today on this cast, we'll have the weekend wrestling. We'll have the podcast we listen to. And I would say a little beef at Walmart because they had the WWE Elite wrestling figures that they actually promoting it on their WWE site. It's the shit. What was it called? I had the name of it. I can say it like that. I had the same complaint that's gonna happen on the Expedition Rarecast, but right now I'm gonna talk about this because so they had these figures called the Decade of Domination, which is like a retro line of figures. And it has a old school Kofi Kingston with the Jamaican suit. It has the cane that he ripped when he took off the mask. It has Triple H with the biker shorts. It has Beth Phoenix, and it has Big Show. I really want that cane. Big Show is just a bald Big Show with a chair.
Okay. Not the giant chair, is it?
Yeah.
Serious?
Oh, it is the giant.
I might have to get that.
So I wanted to get these figures. I kind of wanted to pre-order them, and Walmart's website sucks.
Wow.
100% sucks.
Now tell me what's the actual,
because it doesn't have the inventory in stock, and then it doesn't give you a chance to pre-order it. They won't let you pre-order anything, and then they'll have a time limit that is supposed to be pre-ordered and is already like sold out, or they just don't have the inventory in.
Gotcha. Damn.
And then the cities Walmarts, or well, not even the city because there's none in the city, but like anything Walmart like in Jersey or Long Island don't have shit.
Wow.
So I have a beef with them with that.
Get your shit right.
I want the Kofi. I want the Kofi Kingston. I want the Kane. And I want the Beth Phoenix just because I've been collecting the girls. So when I see a new girl, I've been trying to get them all. I got Mandy Rose. I got Sonya Deville. I got Kairi Sane. I got Becky Lynch. I'm waiting for the blue hair Charlotte. The blue hair Sasha. So I haven't got Sasha Banks yet. I got the Bailey that has the Macho Man. The purple and white. I got that one, but I'm waiting for a new the current Bailey. Because actually, I'll say the current Bailey is my favorite Bailey so far.
She is hilarious, man. So much fun. That whole thing that showed on Friday was actually hilarious. It made me laugh.
Man, I will say this 100%, and I've been talking about it last week as well. They've been doing their jobs, and they've been excellent at it. I've been enjoying anytime they have mic time. I've been enjoying I'm being glued to the screen whenever they come out because I know I'm gonna be entertained. I know they're working the heel and they're doing such a good job. Like everyone's getting so mad at Sasha Banks because she's saying she's better than everyone. Like why not? She's a fucking heel. Let her be better than everyone.
Exactly.
Oh, I gotta. One thing I'm gonna try to stop cursing on these casts because my nephew wants to listen to it. So I'm gonna try my best not to curse on casts.
All right.
So that was one.
Put something in the swear jar.
Right? Yeah, I ain't got that kind of money. Yo, you know how much Super Bowl's made so far off of Matt Cardona's cursing?
How much?
He made about almost $75 so far.
Oh, that's a lot.
And he's trying to buy like the NWO Macho Man, so I think it's $130 figure. So he's hoping that we'll land up paying for that figure.
Well, it's looking like it's going to be a reality.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm a little disappointed with this toy line because again, the Kofi Kingston Kane, those are like they directly had my eyes on because I love that Kane version of Kane, and I actually like the Kofi. I like the old school. It has the windbreaker pants and shit.
Okay.
Oh, cursed again.
Now wait. Now, would you say mask off Kane? Do you mean see no evil, or do you mean before that with the little
So,
stump
so it
on the
has two
head?
heads. It has the bald head that from See No Evil looking, and then it has the makeup spread over the head and half haircut, and it comes with the mask with the hair. That was
What? All
when
right.
he turned on RVD when he took off the mask and turned on
I'll
RVD.
remember that day forever. I was so upset. I was like, why?
Yeah,
This makes no sense.
yeah,
How dare you?
yeah. He had no
Kane doesn't
eyebrows.
like me.
He had no eyebrows.
Oh man. Shame on you, Kane. Why you gotta beat up RVD for his lifestyle?
But anyway, so yeah, I'm a little disappointed with Walmart because Walmart just they're doo doo. They are doo doo.
It is a bad time to say I ordered a 12 pack of Ensure.
No, you're fine with that. When it comes to
Good.
like groceries and things like that, they're fine with it. When it comes to like collectibles and stuff, they're terrible with it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. So and then honestly, I did. So the thing is with the Lightning collection, and this is beyond wrestling, but the Lightning collection, I pre-ordered the Alpha 5 and the Zordon, and I pre-ordered the Morphin the Power Morphin because they gave you a time to pre-order. And I was able to pre-order them, and I have them in my status, and that's fine. But when it comes to like the NECA Turtle, Turtle Casey, which I'll be talking about a lot more on the Against Better Sarcasm, I think it was up for like 2 minutes, and then it went out, and the site couldn't handle it.
Wow, so they broke the site.
And then like so for some reason somehow like everyone in the south and the east south and the west south are getting them, and none of them are coming here.
Damn.
And then the people are jacking the price on eBay. The eBay regular price is like $120 to $150.
Wow.
I'm
Damn.
like, at least like, yo, have some. There's like a lot of greed. I'm like, damn.
If you didn't see that when the world status changed to what is it, pandemic?
Yeah.
If you didn't know that greed was a real problem,
No,
hey,
it's sad. It's really sad. Like honestly, if I would have got my hands on, like I was trying to get my hands on at least two because I was gonna grab one for Tommy, but if I actually could get one more than the two, if I have anything, I would have helped somebody. I would like, yeah, I'll make a profit, but I won't ask for a greedy price. Like I'll sell it for, all right. It's $50. I'll sell it for 70.
mm-hmm.
Like $20 profit when you pay for shipping.
How much does it cost for you to do the fees to sell?
Sell it. Well, if you do it through, like honestly, like I will do it through the major, because I'm part of the major wrestling figure, the Facebook group. I will actually sell it to those guys because usually they're very good with it and they're very friendly in that sense that it will happen. So
Yeah.
I'll do
Okay.
it through like that. So I will take away the eBay fee because the eBay fee is a little expensive.
Okay. Gotcha.
So anyway, so let's get into wrestling because we're going into a big toy rant. But yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed because I those Decade of Domination, and then WWE is promoting them and is just staring me in my face, and that's just pissed me off.
Yeah, I can
It's
imagine.
like, you can't have these. And I'm like, "Arr." Anyway,
right here.
I know. Anyway, Monday Night Raw. Started off with a double contract signing. You had Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler, and you had Asuka and Sasha Banks.
It made me laugh how serious the guys were, and then Oscar just starts screaming.
Yeah,
Yo, and I just love that. I love that it's kind of like she's in a different world
yeah.
because nobody understands what she's saying for real. Maybe somebody understands a little bit of Japanese, but I love how even Drew McIntyre has the face like, what? I don't know what's happening.
But I
love
thought
how
the
when
second one was cool. It was fun.
she was screaming directly at Sasha, and then Bailey's just like, she's just shaking her head in disbelief, like, I can't. What? Help me.
But it went out of control. Samoa Joe was handling things. Samoa Joe had me rolling the whole time.
Yeah, he was saying some funny stuff. Yeah.
And Ziggler almost got kicked. Sasha and Asuka, Bailey, and they all started fighting. And you go into the next one, and line up being a mixed tag match down the road.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the details? God damn it.
It was incredibly interesting, and it was a fun part of the night. I'll say that much.
It was fun. Raw was fun this week. Like I give it credit. It was a fun show.
Just trying to have a little more personality than it's had in weeks. Like, recently, I feel like the only real personality that stands out besides Sasha and Bailey and Asuka and Charlotte, but yay, she's not here anymore.
Yeah, she's out for about 6 months.
Oh man, it had to take her to be hurt for her to be not there like all the time. Come on, don't do that to the poor girl. But anyway, it's like now I'm starting to feel everybody pop. Like, I was already a fan of Lashley and them doing a different thing.
Yeah.
But thankfully they're moving away from Lana, and Ruby's getting some, there's different things popping up here and there now.
Yeah. So hopefully they start using the roster a bit better.
Yes.
The next match, we got Angel Garza and Andrade defeat the Viking Raiders.
That was interesting.
I was surprised they had them lose like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it is.
But I get it. It's Andrade.
Yeah.
That's the golden goose right there.
We have R-Truth defeating Kira Tozawa.
I'm mad. Why here? I'm mad. I'm so mad. This can't be the end. This can't be the end of the situation.
Nah, I don't think it is.
Can I just say I loved how the ninjas tried to get him?
Yeah.
When he was, it's exactly what I was saying about it turned into WMAC Masters.
Yeah.
Ninjas penetrate the door. So.
Then we had Seth. That was fun. It was a fun match. We had Seth Rollins ask Rey Mysterio for his forgiveness, and then he comes out and saying, "No, you're not forgiven." And then Aleister Black and Humberto Carrillo come out, and they line up fighting Seth Rollins and Murphy. That was actually a really good match. Mm-hmm. Murphy has one of the meanest knees ever.
Yeah. Very vicious knees.
Yeah. They catch Humberto Carrillo with the mask on. He stomps him on the staircase.
I love this match, though. Seth Rollins is such a slick bastard.
Yeah.
The way they finished it up, where he got out of the roll up and bam, caught him with it. Love.
That's actually really good. But that was a good match. I enjoyed it. We got Peyton Royce defeating Ruby Riott.
Dude, that was a good match.
That was
I'm mad Ruby lost, but she got her ass. Peyton Royce put on a clinic, dude. She whooped her ass.
And then that was a nice. I actually liked that finisher.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a spinning brain buster. Good job, Peyton Royce.
Hell yeah.
The Big Show defeats Andrade and Angel Garza in a 1-on-2 handicap match. So they had double duty.
Sure. They're causing a lot.
So they win and they lose. They win and then they job to Big Show.
I mean, well, it's the Big Show.
Yeah, it's the Big Show.
And he still got his thing going on with Randy.
Yeah. And
then they have Flair basically pushing those two to mess with him more. So there's a whole storyline with that now.
At least that's that. MVP defeats Apollo Crews. I'm actually digging what they're doing with the storyline. They're adding Ricochet and Cedric into this. And we actually got a prompt match after this as well.
See, I didn't see the match with cause I see it listed with Ricochet and Lashley.
That was good.
Did you see that?
It was good.
Okay.
It was actually really good. Yo, he did a dropkick backflip off his chest.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Wow.
It was a fun match. It was very entertaining. I'm digging what they're doing with Bobby Lashley. Like, I'm more interested in his character right now. So they're doing something that is making me interested in Bobby Lashley, because before I was not.
Yeah, definitely.
Then you had your main event, which was Sasha Banks and Dolph Ziggler. They defeat Asuka and Drew McIntyre.
I see. I'm mad because I missed this too.
That was a good match.
I missed the last 2/3 of Raw.
Yeah.
So, how was it? Was it good?
It was a good match. It was solid. It was a solid team. You had Sasha Banks kind of provoke Drew McIntyre and do things like that. I think Asuka caught Dolph Ziggler with a kick to the face and shit. So they did add a bunch of little things here and there with it. It was actually pretty good.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that was Monday Night Raw. I give Raw a B. Solid.
I give it a B+. It was alright.
It was it was a good enough show. You're building story at least, so I give it a B.
I just like for all that we don't have at our disposal because of what's going on.
Yeah,
I do like the variety still. So I'm like, all right.
This is something I'm gonna say easy because if you go into AEW, I'm gonna have something to say about them, and it's something that could be bothering me with them. So at least we have a broader, different style of matches throughout WWE.
Yeah,
matches don't feel the same. Everyone has kind of their own unique critique to it. That's not the same thing when I go to AEW. I feel like honestly, when I watch AEW, I feel like most matches are pretty much the same. But I'll get into AEW. I'll do NXT first, and then we do AEW. Did you watch the whole AEW?
No, I watched the first hour.
Okay. Nah, you watched it good enough. NXT presented Great American Bash, which was pretty much a regular NXT, just with the Great American Bash shown. This is day 1, day 2 is next week. They're pretty much doing the same thing AEW did the fight for the fall Fighter Fest for this week and next week as well. So they're doing kind of the same thing. It's a pay-per-view, but it's on TV. But NXT treating it still like a show when AEW is trying to make it like a pay-per-view, but it's still a show as well.
And it sure as hell felt like something special.
Yeah. So NXT, we started off with Tegan Nox defeating Dakota Kai, Mia Yim, and Candice LeRae.
I like how most of the stuff wrapped up. It was a pretty good match. I just wish Dakota Kai won. That's just me.
My little critique with this match was just Tegan Nox looked lost a lot of the match. So her spots were kind of shaky in a way, and that kind of threw me off it because I kind of noticed it. I kind of wanted Candice LeRae to win. I feel like I like her heel character, and I would like to see her a focal point of a heel. So, and I also would like to see a Io Shirai Candice LeRae match, and they're different characters right now. So I kind of want to see that again. So I was just I want Candice LeRae. Dakota Kai I think could have been great too, but the fact that they building Io as I don't know. I was surprised Dakota won. I think it was going to be Dakota Kai too, because I thought Gonzalez was going. Oh well, no, because William Regal said if there's outside interference, you'll lose your spot.
Yeah.
So he did explain it. Oh, I see why she wasn't there. So we had Timothy Thatcher defeat Oney Lorcan. I think that was one of my favorite matches this week.
Hell yeah. This is up there for me. These dudes, I told you, I was like, this reminded me of Kurt and Benoit. They were going at it.
Yeah.
Grappling, striking. It was just too. If the only difference between what I imagine a Big Eagle would is if you put 100 pounds each on these guys and then let them go.
Yeah.
Big men slap and beat. But they was beating the hell out of each other. Yeah.
It was a really good match, really good technician match. I like when they actually let them showcase that, because I like old school technician wrestling. I'm a very big fan of it, so I always like seeing it especially nowadays, because it's a rare commodity now. They don't really show it like that. Well, NXT has showed it like that, but besides the New Japan, don't really show it like that.
It's certain dudes.
Yeah.
That Daniel Bryan will do it.
Yeah.
Gulak will do it. Shit, they were talking about it this week on SmackDown.
Yeah.
It's you have to count the guys or girls, because there's not many girls that do it. You know? So yeah, it is rare nowadays.
Yeah, so it's nice when you actually see it and how they'll sell it. Thatcher is pretty much Stu Hart. I've been calling that his character since he started doing those video clips, and how he's talking about yo, he is Stu Hart in a heart. He is Stu Hart.
He's in the dungeon.
Yeah. And that's what Minion with Opinion, he calls him that.
Mm-hmm.
He calls him what was it? Timothy Stewart.
I'll take it.
Because he's pretty much Stewart. Like everything
Has he
he
ever?
does.
Have you ever seen him wrestle?
Stewart.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Dude, how long ago was like
like 70s.
7? Okay.
There's Stampede Wrestling. There's really old ones of Stampede. You could probably find it on the network.
Oh, okay.
Stu
All right.
Hart was a grappler. Like he was very like technician wise. He's gonna ring you as much ways as you could possibly can. And then that whole like the leg wrap into the back, like it's Stu Hart, that was his finisher. He used to
Okay.
grab people like that and like slap them in the chest and like pull it and shit. And he was
Wow.
vicious.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, Rhea Ripley defeat Leah and Robert Stone. I laughed a lot in this match.
It was so good. Robert Stone, you got to give him credit, and I give credit to Aaliyah for finally finding what it is that she's good at, and it's kind of like just, it's with like, it's kind of what makes me miss Vanessa Bourne, but she's kind of now that she has Robert Stone to play off of,
Yeah.
you see how good she is at being expressive, like in a wrestling match, and like that's pretty good.
My only gripe with this match is I wanted Rhea Ripley to be the sense a little more.
I mean, I kind of wanted them to win. That's
I thought that
wanted
was gonna
something-
happen. I actually had a feeling that they're gonna like sneak a win and Rhea Ripley is gonna be. That would have been interesting if they would have did
That's
that.
what, yeah, something different.
Yeah. Dexter Lumis defeating Roger Strong. First ever NXT strap match.
It was a good one. I'll tell you that much. Usually they could be a cluster and just people getting hit with something for no reason, but they actually put a lot of spin on it. And I just love the fear angle, man.
Yeah, I think Roger Strong did a great job selling it. Lumis looked good.
Had to put him in the trunk of the car at the stage, dude. That was hilarious. I was like,
He
oh
tried.
shit, is he gonna get him in there? I thought somebody was gonna come out, but when they were like, it's too small to put a person in there.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So I actually liked the fact they gave it time, and it was a good match.
Yeah, definitely.
And then we have the main event: the NXT Women's Champion Io Shirai defeats Sasha Banks. I love this match.
Me too.
I thought it was a very, very exciting, very, very main event. Like I felt like this could have easily headlined a pay-per-view kind of match.
No, that's what this whole show to me actually felt like it was a pay-per-view. Like
Yeah.
it's funny it didn't have the NXT championship on the line,
Yeah.
or did it have the women's on the line, but it still felt like a complete show.
Yeah.
I don't know, just 'cause of the atmosphere. I don't know.
I want another match for the title probably, and I just would like to see them go at it again and give it more time. I feel like they had a decent amount of time, but I feel like they could have got at least another like 10 minutes in that match. I think they could have kept going. I really wanted them to start laying their stuff and just really go at it, with the submissions and things like that. There's a lot of like potential of a rivalry down the road with this.
I could definitely see it.
Yeah.
Do it.
And we got the return of the Mist by Asuka.
How dare you? That's not safe.
I loved it. I was
Not safe
excited.
for work either. Don't you
She
dare do
sprayed
that.
her right in the face, and if you look at our picture of this podcast, you'll see Sasha Banks crying with the mist on her face. It's great.
Also, I love again about how good they've gotten
Yeah.
as characters. Her and Bailey were like, they were so good on this match.
I'm
Yeah,
actually digging a lot that they're the tag champs and they could go to each show because they've really been showing. They've really been a showcase. They've been really fun watching, and I'm actually not. See, I was getting tired with Charlotte because she kept beating people for no reason, and it was just getting to a point that it's just like, all right, so how are you gonna build people if you're not gonna let them like get any momentum off of that? With
Yeah, you know
Sasha,
I was gonna say to that point, you know which one really made the least amount of sense? It was Liv Morgan. It was just like that
Yeah.
was the perfect time to let Liv get a win in, and they just she got beat.
Yeah.
And then the
um,
second Oscar was just like, oh come on, man, get the
Yeah.
fuck out of here.
So like with this, at least they know how to. They could win, they could lose, they could take the pin. Like as Sasha took the pin.
Mm-hmm.
Did it hurt her? No, at all. But did it work for their characters? Yes, it did. Because they were like, oh, that didn't count, and shit like that, and they play it off really well.
Yeah, I would say on Fridays he was like, "Let's not talk about that."
And I'm all for that. Like at least build your characters and like that. And I think Bailey and Sasha are really in a role and really like I feel like this is the best versions of them two right now. Like they haven't been like this in quite some time, and I'm really enjoying seeing what I see from them.
And they can work with some people. That's why I like them.
Yeah, like if we're going to SmackDown with Alexa Bliss, like they both could work with her really well. We got one Sasha and Alexa last week, and they worked really well together. They have very good chemistry. Sasha and Io Shirai, that was the first time they ever fought. And being that good for the first time you fought, that's a great match. I'm looking forward to Bailey versus Asuka.
I'm just like everybody, almost just about every woman on the roster that they've interacted with since they've become these versions of themselves.
Yeah,
it's been a better experience than before.
Yeah. Monday they did announce it's gonna be Asuka versus Bailey for title champion versus champion.
Okay.
That's
so
gonna be
no stipulation. No, just they're gonna fight. Right?
They're just gonna fight. Yeah. I remember seeing Bailey versus Asuka. Asuka took the title from her. That was the last time they fought. So it's gonna be interesting. I wonder if they bring that history. That'd be great if they do. I did watch a little bit of Impact this week. I enjoyed what I saw. I'm really digging the Deonna Purrazzo and Jordan Grace build up. That's like the one match I'm really looking forward to seeing on the Stan Marie.
What's that?
Stan Marie is their pay-per-view July 18th, which is going to be crazy because July 18th is going to be a big date to look at in the wrestling world because July 18th, that's when guys could actually sign to new companies. The guys that got let go. Yeah.
That's right. About that. But, so the show's on the same day. Okay.
Yeah. So, there's a lot of hints of people that signed already. There's a lot of...
Mad people got sacked.
Mm-hmm.
So who's actually, have they come up with matches to replace the people who are gone now?
Yeah. So one is a mystery opponent for the title match. There was rumors of Heath Slater already being part of it. There's rumors of Kurt Hawkins already being part of it. I heard Gallows and Anderson signed with Impact.
That'd be cool.
So this is gonna be interesting. That date is gonna be interesting. That's all gonna be interesting because you're gonna see if people are gonna show up on AEW. You're gonna see if people show on Impact. It's gonna be crazy.
That's so. In that bunch is also EC3, right?
EC3,
potential player to be on one of those.
I have a feeling he's gonna go to Impact as well.
Okay.
But EC3, Zack Ryder, Kurt Hawkins, Heath Slater, Rusev.
Any of the podcasts that you've heard, have they been looking to wrestle, or are they just been wanting to work
they haven't really talked about it.
Really?
Yeah, okay. They haven't really talked about it. They just during this time they haven't been able to train. So I think Kurt Hawkins just started training back in his ring. I sent you a clip of a Fatal 4-Way they did.
And that's recent?
Yeah, that was last week.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
So who was it? Major Bros and
No, it was just Ryder. It was just Hawkins and a couple of his students.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, so he's getting back into ring shape and everything like that. A lot of people are doing that stuff.
You know who I'm excited about? He hasn't been doing wrestling, not that I know of, but shout outs to Miro, aka himself. He's out there, and I think he's in that list of people that on the 18th can start doing stuff. But I wonder. I would be surprised if he becomes the most popular streamer in the world, because that is a charismatic ass dude. Watch this stuff. Him playing Final Fantasy. He's going in.
So I'm dancing with Lana.
Some with his wife Lana. Yes.
Yes, they are still married. They actually are married.
He had on stream answering questions. Luckily, he has a very respectful chat. so it wasn't a terrible time.
Yeah,
So that was actually fun to watch. So I'm like, damn, he's got a little empire going on over there.
yeah, and he's doing good. I actually listened to the one that he had Sheamus on.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I've been looking. I didn't catch up on those, but I saw they talk about things that they did in the past together. I was like, oh
hmm
shit.
Like if you could pick guys to do the League of Nations now, who would it be?
Hmm?
And it would be Drew McIntyre, him, Sheamus, and he said Finn Balor or I forgot who else he said.
Hey, there's too many guys from the same part of the world, ain't there?
Yeah.
Come on,
Or Nakamura. Oh no, Cesaro Nakamura.
Cesaro Nakamura. All right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Taking all the Irish, Scottish, taking the one part of the planet, man.
It's not a league. It's not a
Diversify.
nations.
Diversify.
Just, you call you Irish people. Yeah. NXT gets an A+.
Yeah, it was definitely. If it was a pay per view, like I said, it felt like a pay per view.
Yep. Next week you got the Keith Lee versus Adam Cole. I did like the package they gave for it on the NXT show.
It was good.
It was really good.
It's kind of inspiration.
AEW had the Fighter Fest. I watched most of it. I did watch the whole show. I have a lot of nitpicks, but there's some things I enjoyed.
Oh, the first hour, and what I saw, actually, it was pretty fun.
I enjoyed Jericho.
Yeah, he was the best part of what I saw.
Yeah.
What I heard. Oh Lord, he was on point. He was so funny from the beginning to the point I stopped.
Yeah, Jericho was the best thing on the night. Like, he was funny. He was consistently funny, and I really enjoyed what he did. The first match was Jurassic Express versus MJF and Warlow. I wanted to like this match, but then they start doing the kickouts and the. I feel like it just show off wrestling more than anything. There's no like story building into the match, and that's my little big gripe with AEW, and makes me not enjoy it.
Well, you didn't get into the beef they got with MJF. Was like they keep trying to push these guys on me.
Yeah. No, I was fine with that. Like I do the whole thing. They've been trying to like get them to fight them and stuff like that, and they kept Jungle Boy. I think fought him like 3 times within the last couple of weeks.
He's the big man.
Yeah, MJF wore Mumu.
That was the best. I loved that part. But Jericho's the one that said it.
Yes.
That's the thing.
Yes.
Said, what has he got on? He's got a moo on.
Like, he's a great guy, but that Mumu gotta go.
Yeah. Maybe his ring attire.
Yeah. I'm not crazy about Rolo either. I don't think he's that great in the ring.
Oh, really? I think he's definitely got better than when I first saw him wrestle.
Yeah.
Because there was the first few matches when he debuted, he was kind of a clunker.
Yeah.
And then him and what's the big guy's name? The dinosaur?
Luchasaurus.
So him and Luchasaurus, they had, I think, at least a few matches before. I've only seen 2 of them, the last 2, and they were actually pretty all right. It's just, unfortunately, they were in a story thing. So so this time you see them, and it was like a battle royal. That was the one before this.
Yeah.
Right? So unfortunately, it wasn't completely just a regular match. But like those 2, they're pretty all right. I like those 2 going at it. Again, I haven't seen much of Wardlow though, but like I'm not. He doesn't remind me of somebody like messy like Goldberg, or potentially dangerous, because he started off that way, shaky, and I wanted to write him off.
Yeah,
but like he's gotten a little better.
Match was alright.
But I love the commentary.
The commentary was the best part of the night. Like I will hands down say the commentating was the best part of the night. If
like, match specific, that's the thing. That's why it's so. It kind of adds to the match.
Yeah.
For me. It doesn't take it away. Like if I gave the match a score, it would be like a 3.5 at best. But like that's with the commentary bumping it up, because like Jericho was too good.
Yeah. You had Hikaru Shida versus Penelope Ford.
This one, man, I didn't like Shida in this match, but I love Penelope Ford. Whereas before, I was like, she was cool that one time when we saw her when she debuted with Joey Janela and she did the cool thing off the ladder or whatnot,
Yeah, that was in
and everybody was like,
One
"Who
Night
the hell?"
Stand.
Yeah, that was like when everybody first like eyes opened up, and then from then she never really like clicked with me, but
Yeah,
that match there was like, oh. But unfortunately, I saw the match. So I saw the championship match where she won the belt, and then the last few matches she had to that,
yeah,
and she was much better wrestling in those matches than she was in this one.
yeah,
I don't know if she was lethargic or what have you, but I guess maybe it was supposed to be. And you said it about the stiltedness of like looking like they're waiting for something to
yeah.
happen. She was like the main offender in this match, and it
No,
looked like
100%.
playing,
Yeah,
it looked like almost like she was playing the role of I have to get beat up.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I felt the
And
same way. Like the when she hit her with the flip. One thing with Penelope Ford too, she has to chill out with the flippy flips. Like she does a lot of flips into things, like, kind of like Dana Brooke. Yeah, the same thing. Like too many flips. Come on, make sense of
yeah,
it at least.
yeah.
But she did the flip into the RKO, and through the whole time, because Penelope Ford ran through the ring, so this whole
Mm-hmm.
time she is staring at her,
Yeah.
and she runs in, does the flip, and does the RKO. The whole time, Sheeta doesn't look like she's hurt or trying to get up. She looks like just standing there looking at her do this.
Like the MK
Yeah.
finish her.
Yeah, exactly. Like she didn't even have the birds in her head. It was just like just standing there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my little issues with my critique. Would I like to see them wrestle again in a better circumstances? Yes. I think they have potential of having chemistry. But my big thing is the whole I hit Naomi a lot with this is the choreographing thing, like, and also I blame the camera angles, because sometimes the camera is not supposed to be looking that direction and you see them in that direction. I'm like, why are you showing that? It messes up the match. It messes up the illusion of what I'm trying to feel about this match.
You're right.
I think that also happened later on this night with the FTF match, the FTR match.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to like
I
the
like it.
match. I thought it started off really good. Once it started doing the kickouts and everything like that, I kind of lost interest in the match.
And that's like the trouble with I give shit to both federations when you have matches like that. I would like whenever the matches I like the most don't really have that.
Yeah,
It's either like they'll find creative ways to not just kick out a finisher. And it's like that's so annoying. That disgusts me almost
yeah,
because it's just like it is nothing sacred in wrestling.
yeah,
God damn it!
exactly.
You know that's the one thing that bugs me. And they kicked out a finisher after finisher in this match because I know she does the Falcon Arrow, and I think Penelope before I think was the cutter. Oh,
Yeah,
she did the stunner. But hers is the cutter and the stunner.
yeah,
So she got kicked out of both of her roles. And I was just like, well, what next?
that was it.
And you know what I'm saying? Like, and that was the point where I mean, luckily for me, that was like the last 3-4 minutes of the match
Yeah,
where it really hit that stall. But like, yeah, but I like that other than that.
they had an AEW TNT Championship match. Cody Rhodes versus Jake Hager.
No, don't call him that. Call him some big guy wrestling in his underwear because that's what it looked like.
He's swagger.
It just looked like a dude wrestling in his underwear.
Yo, I saw that. I'm like, yo, the way he forgot his tights, he's wearing briefs.
His tights looked generic number 5. Just like you didn't even change the move set. You just you just copied and pasted the character.
Yeah, he just put shorts on him, like
Put
underwear.
shorts on. Underwear. You took his pants off.
You took his tights off and put the underwear
Shout
on.
out to the WWE social media guy for the cool question. What's your favorite? It wasn't even a real contest. What's your favorite N64?
Yeah.
It was just No Mercy or WrestleMania 2000. It's like screw it. I had to go No Mercy because it has
No Mercy.
diggity dog.
It was the better wrestling game.
It was. I say it was. It had better innovations.
Yeah.
Yes, but here's the thing. That there's something better. I felt like simplistic and a little more pure about WrestleMania 2000 compared to No Mercy. I think it was basically like the DLC. You know what I mean? Like if there were patches,
Yeah,
that was a patch to that game.
yeah. I like No Mercy. Um. Anyway, this match I had a lot of issues with this match. I think me and you had kind of something very similar with him going for the figure four, but never going back to after that leg. Yeah, I have a lot of issues with Cody matches. I'm not a big fan of Cody, so you were going to hear this a lot throughout this cast that we're doing. I'm not the biggest fan of Cody Rhodes because I think a lot of his moveset is just fancy shit, and there's no substance to anything he does.
Yeah, it just seemed like wrestling for the sake of, hey man, I just want to do cool shit,
Yeah.
and that's it.
And like how he's trying to defend the TNC title kind of reminds me of like the IC title in a way, and it's not going to be compared to it, but there's things that I remember seeing like some of the best IC champions wrestle, like Bret Hart, one of the greatest IC champions of all time. Bret had a way of building his match. He always had the same moves that he did, but all those moves led into you getting into the sharpshooter.
Mm-hmm.
Every move that he did built into the leg doing that sharpshooter. I feel like a lot of wrestlers don't do that no more. They don't build into their finisher anymore.
There's a few, but the ones who are like you know who they are.
Yeah.
That's the thing. But the thing I was telling you about this match was Cody at some point was going for the leg, slapped on the figure four, and then after he got the tides turned and Hager was still selling the leg, he just started hitting him in the face. He tried to do his stupid ass jump off the rope and kick in the face.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what's that got to do with you? Had the big man in a vulnerable position.
Yeah.
He's bigger than you, stronger than you. Why would you give up that position? And then it's just like I gave up. I couldn't care anymore.
And that's where it threw me off. And me and Minu Opinion had a conversation about this match because he enjoyed the match, and I was like, I can't enjoy it. Like I seen too many things that just made me like lost interest in it.
It's and it's just like, what the fuck do you have Arn Anderson? Excuse me, I don't mean to correct, but what do you have Arn Anderson in your corner? Who tells you, basically, he tells you the Drew Gulak, no high flying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He tells you keep it simple.
Yeah.
He tells you to not take risks, and that's what Cody does. It's just like, I feel like Art is just, well, he keeps signing the checks.
Yeah. One day he's gonna spine buster him.
Yeah, like that needs to happen. He needs to turn on him just because, like, say you never listen to me.
Yeah, exactly. You win more. Well, he wins. He wins. It's just like it's just the match are in it good. I didn't like the way that finished. It looked like Swagger pushed him on himself. So basically, it was like you just put him to pin you. Okay, good job. Like, all right, whatever. Freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy brings out a chair, and Jericho going to beat the dipshit next week. That's what he said, and it was great. I actually am excited for that match. I am.
Okay.
I want to see what they do. That honestly, the build of it, like just Jericho and just going crazy against him, is like it's been fun to watch. Private Party with Matt Hardy versus Santana and Ortiz. It was an alright match. They did what they do. They do what they usually do. It lined up being a big brawl and move on. Taz and the Machine come out. They talk the crap and they say Moxley's going to wait the next week. So the following week is going to be Fight for the Fallen, and Moxley and Cage is going to wrestle then.
Okay. All right.
And then we had the main event, which was Kenny Omega and Hangman Page defeat the Best Friends. It is what it is. I've seen this match before. I've seen them fight before, so it was very similar to their last match that they had. The coolest thing was the entrance. The Best Friends came in the mom's minivan of Trent Beretta.
Does anybody know if that's his real mother?
That was actually his real mom.
That's okay. That's So please don't tell me is Trent Beretta the new Buff Bagwell?
But then what was great is the fact that he had like such a tough face while she gave him a kiss in the cheek. So I was like, he's
Oh,
so that great, and I enjoyed that. The
okay.
match itself was okay. It wasn't nothing special. Again, like if you've seen this match before, you've seen it again. There's no story in these matches, and that's something that just been bothering me with AEW in that way. But towards the end of the match, the tag team champions win. RT, FTR came out wanting to have a beer with Omega. Omega drops the beer because he don't drink, and Hangman Page wanted to fight Omega for dropping the beer.
No, that's actually pretty funny.
That was actually pretty funny. I enjoyed that characteristic of everything besides the match, and it was like, all right, that's cool.
Okay.
AEW, I'll give a C plus.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't enjoy it. I give Jericho an A plus for commentating.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, Jericho was the best at that. Other than that, and then he throws everyone off because everyone gets all convoluted when Jericho's on there.
Mm-hmm.
He yells at them, "I'm doing your job."
Good job, yeah.
Going into SmackDown, the last show on our list. I didn't watch 205. Well, I did watch 205. It was actually really good. I didn't get to finish it though.
Okay.
We started it off. Was it the? We started off with Matt Riddle coming out.
Yeah, the interview with Michael Cole.
Yeah.
I learned about his feet.
I didn't care about the interview that much.
I thought it was actually pretty funny. He said it. Well, if you want to know, it's a long story.
Yeah.
And I thought they were gonna cut it and not talk about it. They told the whole story. I'm like, that's pretty funny. I don't know if that's real or not. I'd like to know if that's the true story of how he wears sandals. It's probably just like, dude, I just wear sandals.
Yeah. I didn't care. I didn't care for the promo. It was too It was too dumb trying to be a characteristic and trying to be funny in that sense, and it just didn't work for me. I didn't care for it. Damn, WWE, like their website sucks right now with the results. So anyway, I'll try to freestyle
much time. Somebody interrupted.
But then it got a pre-ompt match. Baron Corbin comes out, talks the crap that he talks, and he got someone. He was like, "Oh, you don't deserve a match with me yet, because I'm the king." But he got someone to fight him, and it was John Morrison. So it was John Morrison versus Matt Riddle, and that was a fantastic match.
Ooh, this match is up there for me, man.
Yeah, it was good.
Riddle is always. We know he's really good because we see him be good. But Morrison is just like, you gotta pay attention, man. He does stuff like sometimes you don't even know what he did.
Yeah,
he just didn't move. Like, did he really do that?
Yeah.
That thing when he reversed whatever they were trying to do up there and spun midair.
Yeah.
And it was like, and then he did a standing Spanish fly. Come on, dude. What the? Yo, what planet is that man from? Just.
It was a good match. Really good match.
Johnny Drip Drip needs to be champ. Just saying.
Yeah, I agree, 100%. The Intercontinental Championship match, AJ Styles versus Drew Gulak. This was supposed to be last week, but they moved it to this week, and it was well worth it.
Yeah, it was another just hard hitting AJ Styles match. Like lately, the last match he had with Bryan and this one, like they going hard, dude.
Hey man, he has the IC title. I want him to see him defend it every single week.
I'm just saying. I'm talking about the style. Like, this style. I mean, Gulak, he has that in him.
Yeah.
That's kind of what made him stand out on 205. Was like he was the one like technical, hard hitting brawler type.
Yeah.
But then they come against AJ, who has like everything.
Yeah.
Oh man. I mean, I can't say I didn't want to see him win, but AJ murdered him at the end. A powerbomb into the Styles Clash, and then he was like, "Nah, I'm gonna kill him with the forearm."
Yeah, it was a really good match.
I think he heard Michael Cole say, "We got Daniel Bryan on Zoom."
Yeah, he's like, "All right,
watch this at home."
Really good match. I guess that was actually one of my favorite matches this week as well. AJ and Drew Gulak have good chemistry, so I would like to see more matches of that. We also got what was the other one? Kofi Kingston. He fought Shinsuke Nakamura. That was actually a really solid match as well.
Yeah, that was like the last match to close out. I know the women had their whole thing though before that.
Yeah. Alexa Bliss fought Bailey in a pre-op match. Love Alexa Bliss on the mic. Like when you have her talk, I think she can hang with anybody. So basically, it makes the promo even and not one over the other.
Oh yeah, but this week it was actually just awesome to hear her and Nikki do the fake friend thing to tease them.
Yeah,
because they were, they just had their celebration where basically they copied the Undertaker. They barely had that really bad impression of the Undertaker talking about.
That shit had me
called me on my personal cell phone. Oh my god, it was fun. It was so fun. Like the entire thing from the beginning of that from them coming out of the truck to them getting there to them being interrupted. Like everything was fun. I love how she just looked like somebody's mom getting beat up in the ring for most of them.
Yeah, pretty much.
Whose mom is that? Who's yoga instructor?
Did like the little pre-op match they did. Alexa and her. Again, they still have good chemistry and they still.
I love deliver. How Nikki Cross. Bailey basically used her to get herself disqualified.
Yeah.
Kept talking shit and she beat her up.
Yep. And they got it cute, but it was a really good match, and I like the fact that there are several different rivalries throughout all of the show with Sasha and Bailey. She's trying to fight everybody. I'm all fine with that. Then you had Kofi Kingston versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Really good match.
Kofi did something I'd never seen before. He did the SOS into a pin.
Yeah.
I like that was smooth as silk, dude.
Yeah, it was really good. Really enjoyed the match. Cesaro comes in, attacks, and then Big E comes for the save. The national treasure, Big E. Yeah. They did kind of prompt a swamp match. They
yeah. He was talking about they had the little preview and Braun talking about his past and whatnot.
It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. And then we end the show with Sheamus using a toast to attempt to lead Jeff Hardy to a dark road.
Terrible. How dare you?
Poor bartender. He's an innocent bystander. Jeff Hardy fucked him up.
Yo, he did not have to swanton on a guy after he smashed him over the head with a bottle. Like, what are you doing? Come on, Jeff.
Jeff is mean.
Somebody needs to talk about Jeff got an anger management issue. He needs to go take a class or something.
I know. He has to go with Daniel Bryan and Kane. Dr. Shelby. No. We might need to talk with him and everything.
Well, it worked for Sasha and Bailey, you see?
Yeah.
Turns out it did work.
There you go. I forgot they did the Dr. Shelby thing, too. I completely forgot about that. Anyway, it was a good end. Really good SmackDown show. I'll give SmackDown an A.
Yeah, I give it an A as well.
Fun show. Really good promos. Really good character building. They did everything that I kind of wanted, so they did a good job. Next up, we'll have the podcast we listen to. I listened to quite a few. Mark Henry's on the Book of Soul Sessions and Chris Van Vliet. Chris Van Vliet also had Mickey James and SoCal Val. They talk about their podcast that they have on YouTube called GAW. Girls that kick ass or something like that. I'm not sure what it's called anyway. But they're on Chris Van Vliet as well. They have a good conversation with him. After the Bell had Sheamus. That was a good conversation.
Okay, good stuff.
I'm trying to think who else. Up, down, down. Definitely check all the out. They always have good stuff on there. Major Wrestling Figure Podcast had a great episode. Congratulations to Brian Myers. He just had second order, so he was not on the podcast this week. He opened it.
Okay.
He opened it. Yeah.
He opened it. Oh, he did the opening. Okay, cool.
Yeah, he did the opening, but it was only Zack Ryder and Smartmark Sterling.
Mm-hmm.
But it was still a really good cast. Brian Myers will be back next week, and yeah, he had a little baby. So congrats to him.
Congratulations.
I think that's it. You have anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. This is the Resting Babble podcast. We come here every week. Definitely listen to our past and current cast. You can follow us on all our social medias. I'm Mark at the Mic on SoundCloud, YouTube, Twitch TV, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr. All Mark at the Mic. Follow our Facebook pages, the Wrestling Babble and the Red Cyclone page. We're very active on there, so definitely check it out. Follow Red Cyclone Inc. on
Anything and everything. Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, YouTube, SoundCloud, where you can also hear the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. And what else we got? WordPress and the Facebook group.
Yep.
All Red Cyclone 8. So no excuses.
Yep. Please check out all the other podcasts we have. We have new episodes for the Shell Shock and Not a Trekkie cast that we put up. No, Not a Trekkie and the Morphin cast is brand new this week. We have Lightspeed Rescue for the Morphin cast and Revenge of the Sith for the Not a Trekkie. So we have 4 casts for you for July 4th. 4. United in 5 because Big E will have to be on the cast. So anyway, peace out, laters, and always remember, follow the Jinkies.
You got them sandwiches, son.
Yeah. Peace out, later. Stay tuned for It Gets Better, I swear.
Yes.
We have a blood rain to give a verdict to.